You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing.
And you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. I'd do anything to have with you guys.
A lot of fellow comedians paying tribute to Robin Williams after his sudden death, including Sheryl Underwood, who's appearing at the Arlington Improv. He tweeted a quote. That's not easy for me to say at my age. Tweeted a quote from Robin Williams: "Comedy is acting out optimism." What do you mean by? What did he mean by that?
Well, I think that, the comic is always happy and hopeful, so we have to mechanize that. We're the people that give you the respite from your day and from your life, and we have to be optimistic. But here what we found is a great a comedian, great actor, just a great soul who is also in great pain. And I tweeted another statement from myself, because I've experienced this. My husband committed suicide, and it's like here's Robin Williams, a guy who made us laugh for years, but on one day he made us cry with the choice that he made.
Yeah, and you say, not to get into, I mean, you're a comedian, and we certainly want to talk about some happy things too, but you carried some guilt as the survivor.
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought as his wife, my husband, committed suicide. We'd only been married for 3 years. We'd known each other for 7 years, so we were together 10 years. I do believe my husband had a chemical imbalance for depression, but I also felt like, well, what did I do? Could I have stopped it? Could I have done something differently? You start to replay the last 24, 48, 72 hours, and I had to get therapy, and I got a great family therapist who happened to be my sorority sister. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta, and she said, it's nothing you could have done. It's not if someone commits suicide. If that mental illness has grasped them, it's when. And you can get help, and you got to call. And for us brothers and sisters that love the Lord, you can go to God in prayer, but God gave the doctor the skill to get you a protocol or some medicine or some therapy.
Right, exactly. You mentioned before we went on, you're going to be working with Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Absolutely.
What's the project?
Well, you know what? I'm really happy about this. Bishop Jakes says or believes that I can be a great actress, so he's probably going to take on my life story. He's making movies. We're going to do books together, and I will be in Atlanta at the Women Thou Art Loose conference in October for 2 days. And I really thank God that Bishop Jakes, I'm a comic.
Yeah.
I'm a Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Godfrey Cambridge type salty talking comic. And for Bishop Jakes to believe in me, he had me Skype into the Potter House. I was just really pleasantly surprised that people would listen to my story and my testimony.
Really? You describe yourself as sexually progressive, God-fearing black Republican. Am I confused, or are you?
No, here, and add to that I supported President Obama. I still support President Obama. I talk about it in my show, why I feel this way. But I believe that as Americans, we should be in all political parties. But I wish the parties would stop fighting each other and get together and do something good for the veterans, do something good for people. There was a necessity for health care reform. But let's get together and make the country even greater. America, I believe, is one of the greatest countries in the world. We just can make it even better. Oh, and before we go, I gotta say this. I'm going to New York. The reason I came early because I'm at the Arlington Improv Friday and Saturday. I'm going to New York today because I'm a paid spokesperson for Depend, and we have this campaign, Drop Your Pants for Underwearness. And I want you to drop your pants because you're so handsome. Don't he look like John Forsythe? Don't he look like he used to be on Dynasty? I want you to put some Depend on. I want you to drop your pants for underwearness, hashtag drop your pants or hashtag underwearness. And I want, because for everybody that does this, Depend will donate $1 up to $3 million for bladder leakage research, men with prostate cancer, bladder leakage, women who've just had a baby, and of the 65 million people who have bladder leakage, like myself, I have it, are people under the age of 50%. Okay, so what y'all talk about? Gotta go. You are at the Arlington Improv Friday and Saturday night. More information on myfoxdfw.com. Look like Mike Douglas, don't he? They spent the whole summer on the road, and they're still friends and still making music.